vote. Well, you.
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
Okay, I'm ready to start unless, Christopher, you have
No, go
a
ahead.
way to go. You want me?
Yeah, well, I mean, the show just started, so.
No, it didn't. It starts
It's your
when
show.
I say it starts. It starts when I say it starts.
Though the Cote goatee.
I know. That leads me to what I'm saying. Okay, this is interesting. You would notice that.
Mom hates it, right? Everyone's complimenting it, but your wife hates it. What's that
The
like?
Count of Cote Cristo.
She she hates it, but she loves it better than the full beard. Okay, Guy Fieri of the Food Network.
Yeah.
Today, we're recording this Friday, early Friday evening. Guy Fieri introduced a new look today for his 58th birthday, and it's stunning.
Dad. Yeti,
What?
you're gonna have to have this picture up right now for the people to see, Yeti.
It is stunning.
Dad, it's
Yes.
one of the more obvious AI photos in the history of
No,
AI.
it's not. He
Dad.
put it on Instagram.
Oh, and him putting it up on Instagram means that it's completely real. It's so clearly AI. I'm not throwing stones because we put with Ron McGill earlier this week, we played a dolphin jumping onto a boat that was clearly AI. So but this is you type that. I mean, I did.
It shows him blowing out a candle.
I did look it up just to verify this because I saw the picture and I'm like, he clearly would never look like that. And
Look, People Magazine, if it's AI, People Magazine's been fooled.
guys, I mean,
Okay, so we're debating this right now.
no,
I
there's
wouldn't
no
say
debate.
it's stunning.
No. We are not debating this. It is AI.
So you think it's fake?
I mean, I don't think. I know it's fake.
It certainly has the AI sheen on it.
Okay, how do you know it's fake?
Because, oh my God. All right, here, new look. I guarantee you. Give me one headline. Okay, Extra TV. Guy Fieri,
Fieri.
in what appears to be an AI video he posted on Instagram,
Yeah.
he trades his frosted tips and goatee for brown hair and a clean shave. Dad, look at him.
Yeah.
Who would choose to look like this?
Right.
Okay.
Also, the way it's framed,
You were so gullible, and I hate to throw stones here because I fell for this earlier this week. So, but this
Okay.
is just so clearly AI.
Okay, so I am wrong then.
Yes.
Okay, damn it. Because I was about to give Guy Fieri credit because I'm going to tell you, for 2 years now, I have been, your mother and I watch the Food Network occasionally. And whenever Guy Fieri comes on, for 2 years, I've been saying to your mother, he's in his late 50s. When is he going to lose that cartoon biker look, the spiked hair, the goatee, the tattoos, the earrings? It's ridiculous. And finally, I'm saying to myself today, finally, he did it.
And now
he's become an adult.
He turned into John Goodman.
yeah, Greg said he looks stunning. So we know Greg's type is Home Depot dad or JC Penney dad. That's Greg's type.
Okay, I don't think I said he looks stunning. What I was
You
about
said
to,
it several times.
Okay, what I said was
Stunning.
it's a stunning
He
transformation.
looks like Peter Griffin.
Shocking.
He looks like what
He
Peter
does look
Griffin.
like Peter Griffin.
It's like if Guy
Greg
Fieri
wants to
turned
bang
into
Peter Griffin.
He also looks like Emerald Lagasse a little bit.
I mean,
a young
it is
Emerald
just-
Lagasse.
Come on, Dad.
So-
we got to and when I say we, I'm talking to myself too with the Ron McGill video. We got to be better. We can't let. I know Yeti hates this. I know Yeti hates AI.
He does.
We got to be. We got to fight off this.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure Yeti's mad that we just gave the attention to this AI photo that
Okay,
Yeti's now going to have to put up this AI photo that and Yeti doesn't want to do that.
but there's still a chance that I'm wrong or that I'm right.
No,
There's
zero.
still a chance that I'm right.
Zero.
Okay, damn it. Because here's what I was going to do. I was going to use this as a jump off point to ask for an honest opinion of you guys. Okay, because I'm older than Guy Fieri, and I don't want to be the guy assuming as I apparently wrongly did that this was legit. I don't want to be the guy, the pot calling the kettle black, because here I am older with a goatee, sideburns longer than I've ever had, and hair longer than I've ever had in years and years. So when you look at me right now at my age, am I trying too hard to be what Guy Fieri tries to be when he does the spiked hair and the tattoos and everything?
Dad, you don't put any effort in.
That's fair.
Like,
you mean other
Greg,
than not
you
shaving?
look relatively natural as well too.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the way you do your facial hair, that's really the only change. Your hair looking disheveled, that's not uncommon.
yeah.
Okay. I can't believe I got fooled by Guy Fieri.
I mean,
Christopher could have told me that before we went in the air. And
no, I was excited. I was so excited because before the show, he's like, "Oh, this new look," and I'm just very quietly like, "New look."
See,
when I saw it, I was like, the photo I saw, I'm like, "This is so unrecognizable. Like, this can't be it." And then when I saw that's it, I'm like, clicked on it. I'm like, "Oh, this is just such a gag. It's such a clear gag post where he's got like a cake in front of him, and he's like, "Happy 58th." Like,
oh damn. Okay, I feel the fool. I feel the fool. Okay. All right, I want to move on. Christopher, were you hired yet to replace Mike Baiamonte as the Miami Heat arena announcer? Because I know you've been trying out.
No, I have not. I, got a text from Mike B specifically after that saying you were by far the most qualified.
No, did you? No.
Hockman had other opinions.
Yeah.
Hockman. What? The most predictable thing in the world is that he would have been involved.
I was messaging with Hockman. Did he talk about this on his show?
I have no idea.
All I saw was a tweet saying you were like by far the worst.
Yeah, that's okay. I saw that.
That
too.
you were?
No, I mean, me and him were messaging back and forth. It was actually a hilarious exchange that Hawk and I were having.
Okay. Here's the thing about Mike Baiamonte. For those of you who don't live in South Florida and are not Heat fans, Mike Baiamonte, correct me if I'm wrong, is retiring after a great career.
Yes.
But is known for, 2 or 3 phrases, right? Like mostly.
No, I mean that there's
2 minutes left. 2 minutos.
2 minutes left. That's not how it goes. My dad goes, 2 minutes left. No, it's 2 minutes. 2 minutos.
Okay. And what else?
Then it's if someone travels on the other team, 2 many steps, and then the road runner, and then sometimes when like a guy goes to the line, and let's say like it's an and 1 for the other team, so it's a foul on us for the other team. It's like, Luol Deng at the line, 1. Yeah, so I wrote to Hawk, I could replace Mike B, and he wrote, "You're literally the worst audition by a mile." And then I wrote, "Yeah, right. What a letdown when it went from me to you. Did you hear my 1?" And he goes, "Terrible. It sounds like bone." And then I wrote,
"What?"
And then
what does that mean?
I wrote, "Mike B texted me personally about how great I was." And then Talk wrote, "He told me he would have hung it up sooner if I wanted the gig." And then I said, "He told me that he would do it for 2 more years if I promised him I would take over after." And then and then Hawk said, "He told me he might consider staying another year just because of how awful you sounded saying bone." So, we're having fun with each other.
Okay, here's what I want to announce today on my own podcast. I have been hired to replace Mike Baiamonte.
You don't have the wind, dude.
No, I sent Mike Baiamonte a private voicemail that had me saying, "And now, stand up and make some noise for your Miami Heat."
Did you have that written down?
No.
I mean,
did
I get it right? Did I get it right?
I had money on him going into a coughing fit.
No, I mean, you did get it right for the most part.
Okay.
I mean, it was, kind of left me wanting more, if I'm being honest.
I wanted him to fall over in a coughing fit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kidding about doing that.
Oh, you are, Dad? We couldn't tell. No one, I think we all thought you really had a chance at that. The best part is, I think
if I wanted it.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this. I think Zaz legitimately wants the gig.
Are you serious?
But the thing is,
dude, if he got the opportunity,
we all did the Mike B thing. Like, they don't want a Mike B though. Like, everyone is doing their Mike B. It's like they want a new voice to establish.
Right. Should we call him real quick and see what he would be willing to give up for the Mike B gig?
Oh, I don't know. We might have to plan that with him. We should have Zaz on soon. We've never had Zaz on.
True.
We should. Well,
Dad, how do you feel? Dad, has Zaz grown on you? Like, do you find yourself? Is your opinion the same, worse, better? Of like, just in your 4 months working with Zaz occasionally?
I would say it's and I think he told Le Batard that his opinion of me has improved. I think it's the same because when you get to know somebody personally, I think you get to appreciate more who they are.
You just said it's the same.
Well, I don't, and I would say this to his face. I don't love his style of announcing or talking. The
what a cutting thing to say.
The thing that gives him actual character and
personality.
To me, he's the New York radio guy, the boisterous, just the guy who's like over the top with.
There you go. The guy that can actually communicate to his audience. I find it hilarious.
He's over the top, right? He's too loud.
I find it hilarious, though. There are multiple times a show where I'm laughing out loud, like off mic, just at a way he delivers not even a comedy line. Like, just the way he's like, "That's a good player." Like, you know what I mean? Like, the way he just like gets in with like, I don't know, man. I find
Greg, you're losing your voice.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's just too rambunctious for me, too loud.
I love it.
I love how you're like,
absence,
is this a compliment?
In the absence of Stugatz, he's perfect.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
not Stugatz, but he fits that same type of role. Like like he loves sports a little too much.
Right.
But which is perfect for that role. But he is equally every bit as weird as you. I don't know if he'll ever admit it.
Yes.
But it's in a completely different way.
Yes.
But I was like, oh my gosh,
He's
this
like
guy
wrestling nerd.
Yeah,
Like-
he is so every bit as weird as Greg Cote is.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know how to take that.
I mean,
It's in all the ways that we love you for how weird you are. He's weird in different ways, but it makes me
Okay.
love him too.
yeah.
Okay, well,
But like
tell
that,
me-
it was just funny because you're like, you work with a guy and you get more respect for him, but it's the same. I don't have any, like, I don't actually have more respect for him. I think of him exactly.
his style of speaking into a mic is not mine.
Do you like him more in the last 4 months, seeing him in person, off air, once a week, twice a week?
Yes.
Like, do you like him more
Yes.
than you did? All right, that's all I was asking.
Yes, I do. He's still not my type.
I know, that's what it's like. You got to make sure to get in with. I still want it known that I don't like his style, but
If y'all keep working together the next few years and you do a cruise for your 75th birthday, would he be invited?
We'll see. He's got to earn it.
guy got to
earn it, baby.
Got to earn. Oh, speaking of that,
gotta want to learn.
speaking of that, let's do it. Let's do.
Are you ready?
Let's do catchphrases.
The Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote in partnership with Greg Cote presents Greg Cote's Top 50 Catchphrase Countdown. Brought to you by Greg Cote.
Oh my God! Wow, this is the 4th installment. Has the imaging played yet?
Yep.
Of course, Greg.
You know what? We've done 2 per week, beginning with number 50. I'm fuller than Vern Fuller. And number 49, where's my click, click? We can by the way, the t-shirts are flying off the shelves in the merch store. Click, click t-shirts. Continue with number 48, hey, Butterfinger. And number 47, punt, punt. Last week was 46, Scranton. And number 45, I'm busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
Truly, two terrible submissions.
Now, I like the paper hanger. That because I never heard Greg say that before my first episode on this show. It was Mina and it was me, and he said that, Mina, you're busier than one-arm paper hanger, and she didn't know what to think about that, and neither did I, and I loved it. But
Good.
Scranton coming in where it did, Greg,
Yeah, terrible.
come on.
Scranton.
All right, can't get
Above
worse.
Butterfinger?
Can't get worse than last week. Here we go.
Okay. Number 44. Georgia. Georgia. You're always on my mind.
That is a staple. That one is that I like that one's there. That is anytime the word Georgia is said around my dad.
Georgia.
There it is. That is. And then the best is usually conversation will continue. Like he'll say Georgia,
and he has to resolve it.
And it's like at some point it might even be 4 minutes later. Georgia.
Right. I just love that for some reason. I mean, the song was written and sung and made famous by somebody else, but I have adopted it. I'm claiming it, and I absolutely love it.
Georgia.
Georgia. I love finishing it with a P sound. I don't know if that's audible or not. Georgia. Georgia. Anyway, number 43. I'm the kind of guy that.
The Alan Cherry.
Yes, and then there's an ellipses at the end of that because it can finish any way. Alan Cherry, my late great friend, a great songwriter in his own right. I miss him to this day. I miss our lunches together. Alan Cherry used to always say, I'm the kind of guy that, like, instead of just saying, right, he had to set it up with that phrase, and I
like a peanut butter sandwich. I'm the kind of guy that likes a peanut butter sandwich. Is that how it would go?
Yeah, something like that.
Like instead of like, hey, you want to go bowling later? It's like, I'm the kind of guy that goes bowling later.
Yes, right, exactly. Like it was a totally useless preamble to finish a sentence, but he did it, and it stuck with me. And I don't say it a lot, but when I say it, I think of him every time. I'm the kind of guy that loves to say I'm the kind of guy that.
You're usually saying it nowadays when you're doing a bit, like where you're just like, I'm the kind of guy that.
Yeah, true.
Like, I'm the kind of guy that will eat the peanut shell whole. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like something
right.
like.
Exactly, because it applies to everything. I think it's usually used in the context of I'm weird because, or I'm unusual because I'm the kind of guy that will actually do this.
Right.
But anyway, R.I.P. Alan Cherry. Love you to this
All right, good
day.
bounce back. It's a good bounce back.
Thank you.
Those are good.
Okay.
Good.
Wow,
now,
thank you.
We'll be able to judge how good they actually are when we see what comes later.
Yeah.
Wow.
For now.
Time flies when you're having fun. Next week, we'll be a fifth of the way done.
I'm telling you what. We're marching toward number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of that, we're rolling now.
Oh, I love that one.
Is that one on the list?
It better be.
I've never heard this.
You're rolling
I'm
now.
almost 5 years in.
That's just like whenever we're if we're like on if we're heading to Orlando for the weekend and we're driving, as soon as we like get on the highway and we're like 20 minutes away from the house, we're rolling now.
Yeah.
The now. By the way,
you got to go deep on the word now. We're rolling now.
Chris, did your dad or mom have rules when going on a road trip as far as like, we don't turn the radio on until we hit the interstate, or nobody asks for anything until we get on the highway?
Another one for Greg Cote is driver comfort is paramount.
Oh my God.
Like in terms of like how the air conditioning is too
that's
cold.
That's different than Me Maximum air conditioning?
Me Maximum was that exact thing in a hotel room, like Me Maximum TV. That would be him just like saying it while like laying crisscross applesauce, hands folded on his stomach, eyes closed. Everyone's watching TV, but he just says into the sky, Me Maximum TV.
Right.
That's exactly. One of my favorite things is when we were going down to the Mariners game, when I was down there, you were driving and Greg from the back seat, volume.
Yeah.
Say Me Maximum. It was a Ziggy Marley song came on and he says, ooh, leave it here. Volume.
Almost like
creeps up to the front seat.
Like Mike Baiamonte does one
volume.
Yeti, why don't you try to? You're a voice guy. Why don't you try to be the heat guy?
I will need to. You know what? Let me study Mike B.
Because you know that they like I said, you don't have to do Mike B, but they legitimately are taking submissions. Like it would be a thing if, like, for the show, why don't you over the next week, like, just
practice
listen to NBA, that type of style. Like, come on, get ready for your Miami Heat.
Okay.
And just, I don't know, man. What if, who
We'll
knows?
give it my best shot.
What if all of a sudden you're moving down here and now the
Jane
Heat
would divorce me.
I was about to say, thank you.
What if
That's not a great gig.
I'm sure they pay nice.
Wives like money, but Jane does not like Miami.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She likes to visit.
You can live in Fort Lauderdale.
Look, the place that we stayed at, I don't even remember what it was called when we came down for your dad's 70th. It was just all these like New York snowbird retirees.
Oh, yeah.
it was a blast. Like we were at this diner having breakfast and just listening to them go back and forth at each other the whole time. It was our server. She was, I've started intermittent fasting. I don't eat between midnight and 8. I'm like, that's called sleep.
Yeah. I'm intermittent fasting too, actually, then, if that's the
right, every day.
All right, this is very exciting. We're going to go to break here. Dad, last week you said some horse racing term, and I called you a fraud. I brought on Clark Spencer, your buddy. He owns the same horse that you do. He got you into this whole thing.
Yes, he did.
He's going to join us to see what a fraud you are when it comes to horse racing.
All right, or not.
And by the way, I brought you had a Stein on last week's episode from
Yes.
something like Super Bowl II that you covered.
Right.
So I've got my Derby mint julep glass here, but it's got water in it, no mint, no booze.
Okay. See, this guy, the bona fides.
Yes.
Clark Spencer, Clark, tell us, you are a legit horse racing expert. Tell us how long you covered horse
You're
racing.
not a fraud and a fake.
Yes, unlike he claims I am.
No, I covered it. I was hired by the Herald and by Paul Anger in 1990 to come down here and cover horse racing, which I didn't really want to do. And, I wanted to cover like the big sports and stuff. But I said, okay, I'll do it for a couple of years. I ended up doing it for 10. Right. And, I'm from Kentucky originally. So, you kind of get it in your blood a little bit. And
right. Plus, I want to emphasize for people who aren't from South Florida, in 1990, horse racing, like Hialeah, was still vibrant. Calder, not just Gulfstream.
It was like High
this was a mecca.
Like it was actually like a thing in this time.
Dog racing,
yeah. Hialeah, everything was big down here in 1990.
Now, as we get going here with this proving my dad's a fraud when it comes to this, I think he's been studying up. He just said to me, I got a question for Clark, something I learned today about horse racing. I think he's been studying up in the hours leading up to this.
I subscribe to a bunch of things that give you weird, interesting facts.
You just happened to be on all those websites today.
No. And one of the facts I saw today, truth, is the phrase winning hands down. Everybody knows if you win hands down, it means you win easily. Right. Winning hands down. I didn't know until today that is apparently rooted in horse racing. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. There's so many terms that come from horse racing, dead heat, all that stuff.
Yeah.
At the wire.
Here's what this says. The phrase winning hands down, now used in everyday life and in sports to convey an easy victory, originally came from horse racing. Jockeys keep a tight hold of the reins in order to push their horse forward, but if they get so far ahead that they can't lose, the jockey can release the reins and put hands down.
You were so studying today.
Does that sound true?
That totally sounds true. The word that you hear now when they do that, when they put their hands down, they gear down on the horse.
Gear down. Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's the more modern day way of putting it.
That is literally a fact you would learn if you typed in what's an interesting fact about horse racing. Like, I love how as we're about to prove, you're like, by the way, guys, just coincidence. I happened to learn something earlier today.
See, no. This is Clark. This is my son. He gives me no credit for loving horse racing. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert.
Oh no, you have. Let's just get into this. I want to do this. We can talk through it, but let's start. So, Clark, how many questions do you have here?
I have 6 questions.
Okay, I love this.
All right.
I think I will do just as well as my dad, because someone who in my early 20s spent a lot of time at Dania Hialeah betting horses, dog racing. I bet probably gambled on this stuff as much as my dad has in his life.
All right, well, we're going to find out here. We'll see how sharp he is and whether he's an expert or a novice. So here's the first question. Are we all set?
Love this.
All right. What's the difference between a furlong and a fetlock?
My dad probably got so excited because he's like, I've heard that furlong said before. That word I've heard before.
Okay. All right. Am I answering first?
I don't know this one.
Okay, I know what a furlong is, okay, because that's like, I think Clark would agree, furlong is like the most basic horse racing phrase. It's
other than
It is.
horse.
But what is it like? What like give a sentence that gives us any knowledge that you know what it means at all?
Okay, you want me to put it in sentence form? It was a 1 mile race, which is 8 furlongs.
Right.
Okay, I
It's
know
a
that a
level of
furlong is
distance.
an eighth of a mile.
It's a
That's
measure
right.
of distance, right?
It's a measure, right? Okay, so I got that one right. Now,
No, you
say
didn't get that right. He said, "What's that other word?" That's the real quiz here.
I know it is, and I'm going to tell you that when I hear the word fetlock, growing up, I had a good friend of mine named Gary Whitlock.
Here we go.
So that's what I think of when you say fetlock. I will say this, and Clark, you tell me whether you judge whether this is accurate or not. I don't know the specifics, but I know fetlock has to do with the leg of a horse. It's a bone or it's a joint. I think it's down near the hoof, like an ankle bone or a lower knee, below the knee. I don't know specifics,
All right,
but
we got it.
that is my answer.
That's correct. It is what would be considered the ankle area on a horse.
Yeah!
But wait, but that's the answer you were looking for because you asked what's the difference. So I guess just knowing that is
Well,
he
just
know
knowing
both.
what they were.
okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right, okay. That was a little softball question to get
Yeah,
us started.
furlong. Yeah.
I'm surprised you got the fetlock, but okay. All right, we ready for the second?
I love this. Yeah, he's gonna get cocky here, and I know how Clark's a smart man. These are not gonna get easier. These questions.
Oh, I hope they do.
I thought long and hard about these
Fetlock.
questions, by the way.
Okay.
All right, so most racing historians regard Secretariat, Citation, and Man o' War to be the 3 greatest racehorses in North American history. While Citation and Secretariat were dealt multiple losses in their careers, Man o' War only lost 1 time. Can you name the horse that defeated Man o' War?
He's excited. He seems excited.
I am, because it was only 1 loss. First of all, I'm going to give Christopher a chance.
No, I have no clue, and you're impressing
Okay.
me, Dad. I will admit. I mean, this is this to me.
Okay.
The fact that you knew this like right away, like this will be impressive if you know this.
I will tell you the reason that I know the answer. The reason that I know the answer is that the name of the horse, because he lost to Man o' War, has become associated with one of the most popular names in sports, which is Upset.
Boom.
The name of the horse was Upset, and that gave I don't know if that was the origin of
No.
applying upset to
But
sports.
no, but the word gained traction after that, especially in sports, and it was used frequently after that. So
Right.
yeah, obviously it was an upset.
Right.
Did you cover that race? It was in 1919 at Saratoga.
Yeah, I did. I was there. It was great.
I have to admit,
Yeah, it was a
I have
big
to
julep
admit,
even
this
then.
is not a great start for me. But I think if you only get 2 out of 6, this will still be a victory for me. So I still have hope here.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well the upset one that's a gettable one. So
Right.
I'm not giving. The fetlock still impresses me that he knew what a fetlock was, but
Okay. I wasn't positive on the fetlock. I just thought I knew it was the leg.
Right.
I just
Yeah, we got it.
took lower leg. I mean, I'm going to take mostly credit for fetlock.
all right.
Gary
Question
Fetlock.
3.
Okay.
If you know this one. All right. So, for regulations, these horses are tested for drugs, after
Yeah.
the races. So, if for any winning horse has to be tested, and they're tested right after the race is over. How do the drug testers get horses to provide a urine sample after the race? 'Cause you can't just say,
Right.
can't say go pee in a jar, and
Right.
they're not going to know what you're talking about.
Okay. I think I might know. Christopher, do you know the
No,
answer? Do you want to guess
I
for
mean,
it?
I am being no clue.
Okay. It's one of 2 things.
No,
okay,
I mean, come on. What are we doing here?
All right, I'm just saying. My first guess is they put 2 liters of vodka down the horse's gullet.
Okay.
Okay, that could be wrong. I'm not sure. Okay, I was just kidding.
Okay.
All right, this is sort of a guess, but sort of not. I think there's something about horses. This is either going to be right or it's going to be the most ridiculous answer ever. I think there's something about horses where if they're in a dark stall and they hear whistling sounds, it triggers a urinary response.
That's correct.
Oh,
they take them into a dark stall and they whistle to them.
What?
Yeah. Now, who whistles? The
But
trainer?
if it's a dark
No,
stall, who's in there in the dark making sure they get the sample?
Well, they have the cup on the end of a long pole. First of all,
Of course they do.
because horses 12. But yeah, they take up. It's a state employee. It's hired by the state to perform the test, and they get into a dark stall with them and they whistle to them, and that encourages the horse to go number one.
This is backfiring. But honestly, you're impressing me, Dad. I mean, it's not like these are easy questions. I mean, maybe the first one was a little easy, but these other ones, I mean,
furlong was easy.
I also, but I knew what a furlong was, but like just that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I knew it was a measure of distance. Like I know
You didn't
a
know
race.
it was an eighth of a mile.
I didn't know the exact measurement, but I always have known like 7 furlongs, 6 furlongs.
Right. Okay.
Like I knew it was a measure. I said measure of distance, and you're like, yes, that's what it is.
Okay. Gary Long, former Herald writer.
Yeah.
But no,
I know
I've
well.
known, other than the word furlong, I've known nothing that you guys are talking about here. But that's 3 out of 3. I mean, you know me, I'm the last one to want to give you credit, but this is impressive so far.
I think they're getting based on the questions so far. I think they're getting harder.
One of them's going to be a multiple choice, and the other one you can make an educated guess on or an attempt.
Okay.
If you get this one, I might walk off the show, and it just.
He's gotten 3, right? Is it 3 he's done so far?
3 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, I will still claim victory if you go 3 for 6. Let's move on.
What? You just said 2 for 6.
That's a failing grade, Dad. 50% is a failing grade.
All right. I almost cursed. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Here's question 4. Where does one find frogs on a horse? Where does one find frogs on a horse?
Okay.
Don't look at me. I have no clue.
I don't know this answer. I'm going to take a wild guess. I would say it's like the frog in the throat thing. I think it's something throat related or breathing related, or
It's a solid guess.
I don't know the answer.
That's you're the wrong end of the horse's body.
God.
The frogs on a horse are found beneath the horse's hooves. It's a soft, fleshy tissue. It serves as padding for the horse.
I should have guessed.
And they're called frogs.
Why not just
Why
guess?
they're called frogs? I have no. I've actually seen one. They don't look like a frog, so I don't know where it came from, but that's what they're called.
I would have guessed hoof. Like it popped in my mind. It was a wild guess, but that would have been funny. If
but you didn't say it though.
No, I know.
So you didn't
no
get
credit. 0 credit.
Okay. All right.
All right. Here we go.
This
Still
one's
alive.
a multiple choice. You got a chance here. Probably both of you have a shot at this one. Which of the following former NFL quarterbacks has never had any ownership interest in a racehorse, to the best of anyone's knowledge? So which of these, I'm going to read off some names. One of these had no ownership, has never had ownership interest. The other ones did.
Okay.
Ready? Drew Brees, Terry Bradshaw, John Elway, Dan Marino, or Tom Brady?
I mean, I know Tom Brady goes to every Kentucky Derby, so he cannot be. Why am I helping my dad? Go ahead. You guess first.
I'm tempted to say Drew Brees because of the phrase breezing, which is what, when I knew what breezing meant last week, it's what led to what we're doing now, because Christopher didn't think I really knew what breezing meant. Okay, I, believe it or not, in the trick question category, I'm going to say the answer is Dan Marino.
I'll go with John Elway because he looks like he could be a horse.
The correct answer is John Elway.
Damn it! Damn it!
All right. Yes, 3 out of 5. This is it for all the marbles.
Okay, what did Dan Marino, like, what's his thing?
Well, he had a kind of a closet ownership type thing with a horse.
Love it.
15, 20 years ago. It was after his playing career. It was short-lived. I don't think he was really that interested.
He had a closet relationship with a horse.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, last question.
All right, Dad. Dad, this is pass or fail right here.
No, I've already passed.
I don't know about that.
Okay, the judge will say. Okay. Go ahead, Clark.
Which trophy is considered to be the most valuable in all of North American sports in terms of what its insured value is in terms of what the actual trophy?
That'd be funny if he's just talking about the Stanley Cup and not even horse racing anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And actually, I just read something. It's considered the second most valuable of all trophies in all world sports.
Wow. Go ahead, Christopher.
I'm gonna let you go here.
I should know because I have seen this recently. I just can't come up with the word.
What a fall here.
It's one thing I'm pretty sure about is that it's not the Kentucky Derby trophy. I think it's one of the other Triple Crown trophies.
I think you got to name the trophy.
I know. I wish this was a multiple choice because I would absolutely get it. But
what a fall from grace this is.
I just can't come up with the name.
You were headed to victory.
I still am.
So it's called the Woodlawn Vase, which is the trophy for the Preakness, which is the second leg of the Triple Crown.
The Wanamaker.
Huh?
The Wanamaker trophy.
No, he just said it. It's not
no,
that.
the Woodlawn Vase for the Preakness.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
really?
Everyone knows that. I knew that. I just didn't want to give it to you.
No, you didn't.
The reason why it's so valuable, it was made by Tiffany's in 1860, and then it was buried below ground during the Civil War because they were afraid Union soldiers would, if they discovered it, melt it and turn it into bullets.
Sure, they would.
And the only trophy, it's the most expensive, valuable trophy in North America. The only trophy in the world that's considered more expensive is the FIFA World Cup trophy.
Wow. That is crazy. And the trophy, I said the Wanamaker. What the hell is that? Wanamaker trophy.
Anyway.
What?
I mean,
okay,
I don't
that's
know.
The prize
Clark,
for the PGA Championship. What a bad guess by me.
Clark, what do we think here? What a good start and then a rough
puttered
finish.
Out. There's horses that do that. They shoot to the lead and then they stop on a dime.
Nothing worse than when that's your horse because unless they're just one of these heavy favorites, they're gonna fall off. Like when they get off to that good start.
Well, the horse that Greg and I are part of now is supposedly a very, very fast filly. And it will be
Isla Grande.
Isla Grande. And Bill Mott trains her. He won the Kentucky Derby with Sovereignty this year. And
trainer of the year.
She's supposedly very fast, but she's one of those horses. Is she going to wilt? Stop suddenly.
But Greg, let me ask the question. Let me put the question another way, Clark. Relative to my son, who displayed more horse racing?
Dad, this is not what this was about.
Quiz?
This was not what this is about. It's more. I think what we're really judging here is. Clark, you're around a lot, like you've been around a lot of people that are in the horse ownership, even if it's a small stake. Where would you put my dad in the percentile of like
knowledge?
If you're like, I would take Greg with me to a dinner where I want to impress, or is my dad in like the 20th%? Like, if you do you trust my dad's horse knowledge if you really needed to impress somebody? All right, thank you.
My question.
My point is proven.
He's not unlike most people with horse racing knowledge. I would put him in the category of a fellow partner with us in Team Valor, Travis Kelce.
Thank you.
I would think Travis Kelce probably doesn't know squat about horse.
Thank you.
Okay, would Travis Kelce know that you get a horse to urinate on demand by whistling in the dark?
That you learned that today, though, reading some stupid fact website that you probably looked up. I guarantee it.
No, that's not true. Absolutely not.
I will say you impressed me with a couple of those answers, and you probably know a little more than Travis Kelce, but I think you're in like the 38th percentile of all Clark's racing friends.
Whatever. Okay. Thank you, Clark. I think
we'll
take that as a win. We're going to take that as a victory.
All right.
Thanks, Clark. That was great.
Thanks. We'll see you.
Thank you. Bye.
We're back. Yeti, bathroom observations. Go.
It's been a while, guys. Yeah. So This one is specifically urinal related. What is your urinal stance?
I stand as far away and as proud as possible. and I rock my head back and forth.
Greg seems like the kind of guy that you would think would have a urinal gimmick, like if he's beside a friend, like as a joke, but he'd be way too scared to. He actually is not that.
No,
kind
my
of guy.
dad is like social anxiety, like go hide in the stall or else I'm not peeing.
Well, I've said before, and I don't even want to use the word admit because it's nothing to be ashamed of, but I'm one of those people who does have like shy bladder syndrome where I'm much more comfortable urinating in a stall by myself than I am standing next to a total stranger with my hand on my dick.
It's not even stranger, though. This is in the same bucket as why you don't talk to anyone when you're at work. You won't.
Right.
You know, you don't like social engagements, even with the show. Like, you want to be with somebody from the show. Like, you're just a socially awkward guy. As friendly and lovable and funny as you are not comfortable putting yourself
Greg is a
kind of out
classic
there.
example,
Fair.
I think, of someone who appears because of your on-camera persona as an extrovert, but you're actually quite introverted.
Yes.
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
So now I know people have taught. I've got a friend who said his dad was the kind. He'd go to the urinal.
The kind of guy
that would like just one arm out, like kind of lean against the wall as he's going, and another one like, oh gosh, I'm so like just vocal about everything.
Well,
I will say, I am like, I struggle nowadays. I like the boxers that you have the flap where you can get,
Right.
like, I don't like
so
it.
you don't go over the top. You go through the chute.
I prefer to go through the shoe.
Yeah.
That's my preference. Shoot.
Yeah.
I'm very careful on the rare occasion when I have to urinate next to a total stranger. And I'm talking about next to, like
Right,
a foot away. I'm extremely careful to guard my privates so they're not seen and to not glance anywhere to the right so that I'm perceived
Don't
as
be so weird. You can
looking
glance.
at someone. I know, it's just,
Just
I'm being
glance,
honest.
man.
It's
Just glance.
I'm weird.
It's fine.
Yeah. So I'm okay. Now, regarding doing bits, occasionally, if I've got a friend somewhere near, I'll reach really like down to my knee through my pants, and like, but in standard situations, I'm just kind of just normal, over the top, whatever. So I've walked in. Now, one thing I won't do is have my phone out.
Are you saying basketball shorts like underneath that move?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just reach.
No,
down,
I thought you were
joke.
about to make fun of that move. Like,
No.
Yeah.
So one thing I won't do is have my phone out. I won't answer the phone if you call. Nothing. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to get out of there. All right. So I've walked in a few times. I've seen this before, but it's just twice in recent succession. I'm walking in. I see someone just staring at their phone as they're going. And, I don't peek, but there's certain peripheral, especially if they've got a phone up here. And so I start using the restroom, and all of a sudden I see two hands up on their phone. I'm like, these guys are going like, look, mom, no hands.
What?
And then another restroom I'm walking in, and a guy's just like Supermaning it. And I found that hilarious. Just standing at the stall, both hands on his hips. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. There's no way I would feel comfortable doing that.
It depends how cold it is.
But yeah, I find that odd. That's my restroom observation.
The first time I ever covered a game at the Cleveland Browns Stadium, I can't remember the year, but it was probably 20 years ago.
Back in the trough days.
The trough days. You don't see that anymore.
Orange Bowl was the last one down here that had it.
You're right. And that was so medieval.
It was like wasn't it like a circle? Like you're literally like standing around in a circle with a bunch of dudes
It's so terrible. You don't even have a porcelain wall to hide behind.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Dean Dome had troughs the last time I was there, or the only time I've been there. And
Dad,
that was
my God.
I had stage fright hit me then. That was not pleasant.
Dad, are we going to do that thing where even though this comes out Monday, you want to preview the conference championship games?
Oh, yeah. No, I totally do. And here's the reason. But first, I want to talk about a couple of other things having to do with sports. Okay, first of all, I want to comment on Le Batard saying on his air when I was on earlier last week, actually, that I should lose my Hall of Fame vote. Why? Because I dared to be among several dozen other voters
Dad,
dared change our mind.
It's
on
not
Andrew
about
Jones.
the changing the mind.
What is it about?
It's
then?
about the tweet that mocked people at the idea that he would ever get in. You said 0%, but just like the fact that you won't take the L on that tweet. Yes, Dad.
Oh, it's a
common thing for guys to go up in votes throughout the years. Like that's why. But it seems now like you didn't like. I don't want to say ignorant, but like you obviously at that time weren't thinking, oh, this is a progression. I might vote for him later. You were being the looking down at the tweeters, like look up his you were condescending about the fact that you would never vote for him. You have to take the L on that.
No, I don't. And I still think, I still think he's, nobody understands my positioning on the tiers of Hall of Fame thing.
That has nothing to do with your tweet.
All Hall of Famers are not created equal. Okay. Over the years, I came to change my vote on Andrew Jones, as dozens of other voters did. But for Le Batard, of all people, okay, I'm a diligent voter who does his research, who respects the system, who follows its rules. Le Batard had his vote stripped in shame and disgrace because he gave his ballot to someone else. A cardinal sin. Le Batard, of all people, saying I should lose my vote is a joke. Okay? It's a joke. It's ridiculous that he would say that, and the reason I'm so angry is that I think he meant it and means it. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. That guy.
Your inability to like take the L on that tweet is why I can't defend you here.
Okay, I said on the air, I said on the Le Batard show that tweet has aged poorly, which obviously
and I guess for people that didn't maybe see the Le Batard show, my dad, like 4 or 5 years ago, was condescending on Twitter when he didn't vote for Andrew Jones at the time, basically saying, look at the numbers, guys. He's never getting in.
Right.
Like, I'll never vote for him. And then 5 years later, my dad votes for him, and Andrew Jones gets in, and people pointed out the tweet.
Yeah, and that's fair. And they can.
That has nothing to do with, which a lot of times it happens, people change votes, get more votes throughout the years. That's super common. No one is criticizing you for changing your mind or eventually voting for him. It's the condescension of, look it up, guys. He's never going to be a Hall. Like,
right. And at the time, at the time, he was polling about 20%.
Right, but guys usually go up. Like,
yeah, but they usually don't go up from 20 to 82. Like and why? Why did he go up from 20 to 82? Because I was in the majority.
Yeah, but you would think,
changing my opinion.
But you would think based off that
Andrew
tweet,
Jones.
you would have thought based off that tweet that you would have been in the 18% that didn't change their mind.
No,
that's the part.
I admit I changed my mind.
Like, okay,
I'm allowed. It's fine. Those of you out there who change your mind in life, I'm with you.
Right. And if you were and if you were condescending to people before you changed your mind, you can be called out on it and acknowledge that condescension. Don't be like, what do you mean? I'm
Greg, but is your problem being called out on it, or is your problem the fact that Dan said get rid of the vote?
My problem is Dan Le Batard, of all people, who lost his vote in disgrace with good reason, being the guy who says I should lose my vote because I changed my mind over the course of 6 or 8 years.
We're having two different conversations. I don't think you should lose your vote. I'm not with Dan on that, but I can't like the most you've ever sounded like Trump the way you're defending that tweet. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, first of all, never say that again. Le Batard, I know Le Batard very well. I know when he's serious.
We're having two
and
conversations.
When he's not. I know when he's serious and when he's not. He was serious when he said he thinks I should lose my vote. Well, you.
Wow, I stepped on that. Sorry. Me and my dad are having two conversations. I'm just talking about the tweet, and my dad just keeps talking like neither of us want to have the other conversation.
Okay, I've said the tweet aged badly.
Who wants dad jokes?
Yeah.
I need dad jokes to get me off this topic.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Number 3. Why did the man only get sick on weekdays?
I don't know.
Because he had a weakened immune system.
What was the question?
See, it felt like it was going to be gender based.
What was the question?
Guys, I think.
Why did the man only get sick on weekdays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he had a weekend.
Why can't women get sick on weekdays?
That's not the question.
Have weekend immune systems?
What a bizarre question to ask.
Because it kept me from thinking.
I'm with you, Yeti. My dad's
Fooled me.
sexist. I'm with you.
Sexist Greg Cote.
You were stuck on the word man instead of the sentence itself.
I think it was guys. Go.
Okay, all right, let me put it to you this way.
Oh, Christ.
Why did the woman only get sick on weekdays?
Because she had a weakened immune system.
Very
Nailed
good.
It.
Okay,
Woo!
number 2. What happened when a ship carrying red paint and a ship carrying blue paint collided in the middle of the ocean?
It was green.
Chris.
Isn't red and blue green? No, purple. That's purple. That's purple. It's purple.
Every bit of criticism you have levied at Greg now has to be walked back.
I mean, who knows color combinations? The yellow and it's yellow.
Anybody
and
get an answer?
I don't.
Yellow and blue.
Because both crews were marooned.
Oh, is that one? Is that maroon? Is that what it means?
Red plus blue
is purple.
Is maroon.
Yeah, it's purple.
It's purple.
Another word for purple is maroon. Number 1.
Maroon is closer to garnet.
Number 1, which is a dark red, which is involved in blue. Let's not,
I said green.
Too much here. They're dad jokes. They're not meant to
Cody's
be
in their
dissected.
colors.
Number 1, what happened to the child who refused a nap?
I don't know.
She was arrested for resisting arrest.
You've had
That's
two
pretty
good weeks of dad jokes.
That was a good one.
These are bad.
Resisting arrest.
This was, hey, Sloan, I'm going to need you here because this was brutal for me.
Save Greg, please. And
okay.
Save us all.
Okay. We want to do 3 Facts, Jack, and then I want to get to one more sports thing on the AFC and NFC title games, which were just played. Okay. 3 Facts, Jack.
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 Facts, Jack.
Number 3. When you think of growing oranges, you likely think of the United States because of Florida or California, but the global king of producing oranges is Brazil. Number 2. 20th U.S. President James Garfield had a dog named Vito. Number 1. A 1995 study showed that pigeons can discern the difference between paintings by Picasso and Monet.
Big whoop. I can too.
Yeah.
I like that, Greg.
Okay, you're smarter than a pigeon. All right, here's the part of the show before we say goodbye that Christopher hated, as usual, preemptively, because I am talking about, before the games happen, I'm talking about the AFC and NFC title games Sunday that determine the Super Bowl matchup. The reason I want to put my prediction on the record is that I think 2 upsets are going to happen. I think I think Denver is going to win without Bo Nix. They're going to beat New England. And I think Matthew Stafford is going to win in Seattle. It's a Broncos, Stafford, Rams Super Bowl.
One of those feels like an upset, one doesn't. But no, I'm impressed with your Broncos pick. I disagree. I think the Patriots are going to win that one. I think it's going to be... I'm with you on the Rams. They've been my team all year. These games already happened, so we're either right or wrong.
I hope it was the Rams. I mean, I love Seattle. No problems if they win. I just want a reason to play the Puka Poka for the next 2 weeks.
Jared Stidham versus Sam Darnold will be a doozy.
I think Stidham is better than people think. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I don't think Nix is as great as people think. I think the gulf between Nix and Stidham is smaller than people think.
Crazy.
I think Denver's home field advantage is great. I think their defense is great. And I don't particularly love Sean Payton. I think he can be an asshole, but I think he's a great motivator. And I think he's going to use Nix's injury for all the fuel he can get out of it. And that's why I picked Denver.
Wow. Brad Williams is ecstatic.
He is. If Denver's in the Super Bowl, we'll have him on. Is that it?
He might not be he might be completely depressed right now, Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're doing this Friday.
Yeah, I'm glad we saved it for the end.
Okay, but mark my words, Denver versus the Rams, Super Bowl 60,
Rams versus Pats,
that kind of thing,
or Seahawks versus Pats. Now we're covered. All right, here we go.
Okay, we're all covered. Hey, Pod family, thank you as always. Never take you for granted.
Croaks right now. Don't take it for granted.
Eliminate all that coughing.
If you were to croak right now in the episode, we would have to put it earlier in the episode. We can't bury that this far.
Right. Save it for the next episode.
Right. I think we might end that episode and then tease it. Really sell it hard for next week on Le Batard.
Yeah, because if I'm going to die, man, I want it to be worth something. You know,
like on Monday on Le Batard show, I'd be like, find out why Greg isn't in today.
Right. Exactly. All right. See you next week, I hope.